This region was seen for many years as a place for investors to raise capital from. And as more economic development plans started coming to fruition, as more economic plans started going into execution mode, what has been created in the region is no longer just a region to raise capital from, but it has also become a region in which global investors can deploy capital into projects that can deliver fantastic returns for them.
What sort of projects are we talking about in a non-oil and gas environment?
So the Kingdom of Bahrain today, we have a very diversified economy, which is more than 85% non-oil. And as we look around the region, what is happening rapidly in all of the economies in the GCC is an increase in the diversification, more economic activity in other sectors. And that brings along with it a lot of opportunities for investment. So as an example, we are focused in the Kingdom of Bahrain on a number of sectors: the logistics sector, the tourism sector, banking and finance, which is today the largest sector in our economy, manufacturing, technology and telecoms, and the oil and gas sector.
But I could arguably say every other country in the region is going to tell me the same version of that.
Well, I'm very glad that they're telling you that, because that means that all of us are working together to increase economic activity, increase the pie for the whole region, and this rising tide will lift with it all of the economies of the region. So today the GCC economies are in total about $2.3 trillion in GDP. And as we look forward, that $2.3 trillion of GDP is expected to go to $3 trillion by 2030, and conservatively estimated to go to $6 trillion of GDP by 2050. That growth in and of itself, and the diversification that we are seeing in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, the continued economic growth that we're seeing in the United Arab Emirates, the two of them together represent more than 75% of GCC GDP, creates opportunities for all the countries in the region, Bahrain included, and especially Bahrain as we build very strong infrastructure in logistics, in tech, in manufacturing to service those economies.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about the election. Are you worried about protectionism following on from the election? Are you worried that we could be about to see a dramatic shift?
We are here in the Kingdom of Bahrain. We are focused on our economic development. We're focused on always working with our strategic partners in the best interest of growing trade, in terms of growing economic ties, and we wish everybody the best.
When we look at the problems facing the world, doesn't matter which one we choose at the moment, some people would suggest that they're worse than we've ever seen them before because of some of them are existential, like climate change, like energy transition. Do you think we're up to the task?
We are up to the task, and during any period of challenge in the world, what ends up happening is that we come out better. And the greater the challenge, the greater the reward. And today, a lot of the challenges that the world faces are interconnected and interlinked. And the right way in which we can overcome them is with collective action. And it takes groups of countries working together to ensure that we overcome the challenges and turn those challenges into opportunities for our citizens and for the people of the world.